Guys, welcome on back. It is Monday, May 19th. We have a 12-game Major League Baseball slate on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday. We go 8-7 on our moneyline / spread picks, 8-7 on our over-unders. A terrible Sunday, no profit made. But you know what we say over here. We have to take the good with the bad. No excuses made. On to the next one. We have to do better. We'll do better. 12 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, do not forget, look for our play of the day, the one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Also, do not forget our 4 parlay plays at the end of the video. All of that being said, back to the nonsense, back to this work week. Let's make some money. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, first game up. It's an NL Central matchup, getting ready to kick off here. The Cincinnati Reds in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Cincinnati's coming off a good weekend where they swept the Cleveland Guardians. The Pirates, the complete opposite. They're coming off of a weekend where they got swept by the Phillies. Coming into today's game, this Pirates team is the worst offense in baseball. They have a .217 batting average, tied with the lowest with the Rockies and the White Sox. They've batted in 138 RBIs, the lowest in the majors. The second lowest is 150 from the Rockies. They've also hit the second lowest amount of home runs at 33. Only team lower than them is the Royals with 30. Overall, this Pittsburgh Pirates offense has been struggling. In today's matchup, they're facing Lodolo, the left-hander for the Cincinnati Reds. Lodolo has been dealing this season 2 right-handed bats. He's actually doing better against righties than he has lefties. There's only 2 lefties in this Pittsburgh Pirates offense today. Also, Keller on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates has been struggling against left-handed bats. He's a right-handed pitcher struggling against lefties. We know at least 5 lefties playing tonight for Cincinnati. Also, a big factor, the wind is blowing strictly to right field, so it's an immediate advantage for left-handed bats. Pittsburgh is a good pitching team. Keller has had 3 solid straight starts. Also, in Pittsburgh's last 10 games, they have lost 7 out of those last 10. They have lost by only 1 point. So they have technically covered the spread in 7 out of the last 10. Alright guys, now let's get to this game total. It's set at 8. In Cincinnati's last 10, they've only gone over 3 times. In Pittsburgh's last 10, they've only gone over once. Like I said, today the win index is shown it should be a low-scoring game, except the advantage for left-handed bats, which I told you Cincinnati has the majority of. Pittsburgh does not score offense. So in this game today, we like the under 8 total runs. Now let's look at our hitting props here, guys. We like Gavin Lux of the Cincinnati Reds. 121 at-bats versus right-handed pitching this season. He's batting .331. He's also hit a home run. Like I said, the favor for lefties today. Gavin Lux, very solid hitter. For the Pirates, we like Brian Reynolds as well. He's had 12 career at-bats versus Lodolo. He's batting .217 this season versus left-handed pitching. He also has 3 home runs. On to the pitching props here, and we're playing Lodolo to go over his line of 5.5 Ks. But we're playing Keller in this matchup to go under 5.5 strikeouts. So real quick, just a quick recap. We're playing Cincinnati on the money line. Game total under 8. Hitting props, we're taking Reynolds and Lux. Pitching props, we're playing Lodolo to go over, Keller to go under. On after that, we got the Cubbies in Miami taking on the Marlins. Both of these teams had a good weekend. The Cubs coming off of sweeping the White Sox. Miami won 2 out of 3 against Tampa Bay. In this matchup today, we are playing the Cubbies on the run line. The game total, 8.5, and we like the over in this one, over 8.5 total runs. On to our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Crow Armstrong as well as Ramirez, both to have 2 total. Onto the pitching props for this game, and we like the overs for both starting pitchers here. We're playing Brown of the Cubs to go over 6.5 Ks. Cabrera of the Miami Marlins, we're taking him to go over 4.5 strikeouts today. On after that, We have the New York Mets in Boston taking on the Red Sox. Neither of these teams look good over the weekend. Boston losing the series to Atlanta. The Mets losing the series to the Yankees. Now, both of these guys have to face another NL East team and another AL East team. In this matchup today with Senga on the mound for the Mets, we like the New York Mets on the run line. The game total, 9. And we like the over in this one, over 9 total. Onto the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Metropolitans. We're going with Soto and Alonso, both to have 2 total today. Onto the pitching props, and we're playing the overs for both starting pitchers. We're playing Senga to go over 5.5 strikeouts, and we're playing Dobbins to go over 3.5 Ks today. Moving along, we got the Houston Astros in Tampa Bay taking on the Rays. In this matchup today with Tampa Bay at home, favored, we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9, and we like the under in this one. Onto the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking 1 Astro, 1 Ray. We're taking Christian Walker of the Astros, as well as Yandy Diaz of the Tampa Bay Rays, both to have 2 total in this one. Onto the pitching props here, and we're playing Gordon of the Houston Astros to go over his line of 3.5 Ks, but we're playing Pepio of the Rays to go under 5.5 strikeouts today. On after that, we have an AL Central matchup starting up here. We have the Cleveland Guardians coming off a very bad series in Cincinnati, going up against the Minnesota Twins in Minnesota. The Twins did look good against Milwaukee over the weekend, even though they lost yesterday. In today's matchup, we're playing the Twins on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we do like the over in this one. Over 7.5 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases, we're going with 2 Twins. We're going with Carrera as well as Buxton, both that had 2 total. Onto the pitching props for this game, and we do like the overs for both starting pitchers. Allen of the Cleveland Guardians over 3.5 strikeouts. Ober of the Minnesota Twins to go over 4.5 Ks today. Moving along, we have the Seattle Mariners in Chicago taking on the White Sox. Seattle coming off a very good series, sweeping the Padres in San Diego. The White Sox, the complete opposite. They're coming off a series where they got swept by the Cubs. In this matchup today, we're playing Seattle on the run line. The game total is 8, and we like the under in this one. Under 8 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, as well as Cal Raleigh of the Mariners to have 2 total in this one. Onto the pitching props here, and we're playing Castillo of the Seattle Mariners to go over 5.5 Ks. But we're playing Davis Martin of the White Sox to go under 4.5 strikeouts today. Moving along, we got the Baltimore Orioles in Milwaukee taking on the Brewers. This is a matchup of 2 garbage trucks colliding. And in this matchup, we are playing Baltimore, who are favored on the road here. We're taking them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and we're playing the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're taking 2 Baltimore Orioles. We're playing Henderson as well as O'Haron to have 2 total in this one. For the pitching props now, we're playing 2 overs. We're playing Kramer of the Orioles to go over 4.5 strikeouts. And we're taking Priester of the Brew Crew to go over 3.5 Ks today. Already on after that, this will be our game of the day. The one game I recommend to you more than any to put in a parlay and play it. The game I'm most confident in. The Detroit Tigers in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. With St. Louis favored at home in this matchup today, we're playing the Road Dogs. Give me Detroit on the money line. Game total 8.5, and we're playing the under in this one. Under 8.5 total runs. On to the pitching props here. And we're playing Donovan of the Cardinals to have 2 total bases, as well as Carpenter and Riley Green of the Tigers. As of now, we do see Montero is listed as the starting pitcher for the Tigers, but they have not officially put out his line. The only line out is St. Louis Cardinals starting pitcher Sonny Gray, and we're taking him to go under 5.5 strikeouts today. On after that, we got the Phillies in Colorado taking on the Rockies. In this matchup today, we're playing the Phillies on the run line. We're taking the game total to go over 10. For the hitting props, we're playing 3 Phillies in this one. We're playing Harper, we're playing Schwarber, and we're playing Castellano, all to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props here, and we're playing Sanchez to go over his line of 5.5 strikeouts. But we're playing the Rockies, Freeland to go under his line of 3.5 Ks today. On after that, we got a very good pitching matchup in this game. The Kansas City Royals in San Francisco starting up a series with the Giants. San Francisco looked very good over the weekend against the Athletics. KC looked regular, struggling offense. They did win yesterday, a score of 2-1 against the Cardinals. In this matchup today, we're playing San Francisco on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. We like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're going with 2 Giants. We're going Matt Chapman as well as Jung Ho Lee, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props here. And we're taking Bubic of the Royals to go under his line of 5.5 strikeouts. But we're playing Robbie Ray to go over 5.5 strikeouts in this game. And after that, we got the Los Angeles Angels in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The Angels coming off of an amazing series. They surprised everyone, sweeping the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. The Athletics, the complete opposite. They looked bad in San Francisco against the Giants. In this matchup today, with the Athletics favored at home, we are playing them on the run line. Game total 9.5, and we like the over in this one. Over 9.5 total runs. On to the hitting props. 2 total bases, 2 Athletics. Give me Brent Rooker as well as Soderstrom of the Athletics, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props here. And we're playing Soriano of the Angels to go under his line of 4.5 strikeouts. But we're playing Jin of the Athletics to go over 4.5 Ks. All right, final game of the day. The Arizona Diamondbacks in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. Arizona winning 2 out of 3 against Colorado over the weekend. The Dodgers got swept by the Angels. In this matchup today, we're looking for the Dodgers to get back on track. Give me the Dodgers on the run line. The game total set at 9.5, and we like the over in this one, over 9.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Edman, who's making his return to the Dodgers. He was one of their best hitters before he got hurt. We're also taking Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, all 3 of these Dodgers to have 2 total. On to the pitching props here, and we're playing Padif to go over his line of 4.5 strikeouts. But we're playing Knack to go under his line, under 4.5 Ks today. Alrighty, guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one, our game parlay, $5 bet, 5-leg parlay. We start off with the Cincinnati Reds, Pittsburgh Pirates, game total going under 8. We then go to the Chicago Cubs, and we're playing them on the run line. We're playing the New York Mets on the run line, the Seattle Mariners on the run line, and finally, the Detroit Tigers on the money line. All 5 of those legs in a $5 parlay pays $160. On to our second parlay of the evening. These will be the later games. We start off with the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line, as well as the Philadelphia Phillies Colorado Rockies game total going over 10. Also, we're playing the San Francisco Giants on the money line, the Sacramento Athletics on the run line, the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line, as well as the Arizona Diamondbacks Los Angeles Dodgers game total going over 9.5 total runs. All 6 of those legs in a $5 parlay pays $230. On to our player props parlay. We start off with our first one, our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds, Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers, Brent Rooker of the Oakland Athletics, Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners, and Mookie Betts of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 5 of those gentlemen, dollar parlay pays $40. Finally, our home run parlay will be a 4-legger. We're going with Soto of the Mets, Schwarber of the Phillies, Neto of the Angels, and Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 4 of those gentlemen, dollar parlay pays $300. Once again, guys, hope you guys enjoy your day. Be safe out there. I hope we all can make some money. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.